I think one of the big takeaways for me is the experience and confidence that pretty solid neuroscience research and very authentic practices don't need to be very separated. I think in my own personal life, I have been engaged in some of these spiritual practices myself, and they feel meaningful. And then totally separated from that, I had my academic research where I did neurophysiological measurements, work on EEG, earlier also TMS, on kind of hyperscanning work. And with this mobile equipment, it was that I encountered to actually bring this type of rigorous neuroscience into spaces that I used to know from my own practice. And bringing these two together kind of really had an integrative effect and from between my practice and my academic work.
One thing is like when you bring EEG into a church or to a retreat center, it's also just really interesting to see how people relate to it, like to the like what that does to bring this equipment somewhere, and that people get curious and they find it like they want to see what's happening, and it kind of almost makes it feel it's exciting. It feels like you're validating something that's really meaningful to people. So that's been cool to see. And it's kind of amazing to see that actually a lot of our hypotheses have panned out. And, because a lot of people will be like, oh, your data is going to be so noisy, it's not well controlled. And obviously, yeah, you lose something going into the field. But I think we were able to still be like quite rigorous in the way we set up the experiments, such that we could still actually get like really, I think, quite robust, rigorous findings. And it was just so cool. And for me, like as a scientist, it makes me feel emboldened, I would say, to actually like ask the questions that I'm really excited about that seem maybe hard to ask scientifically, but like maybe it's actually possible.